Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Daily Healthy Living, and I know I haven't posted for a while. I want this video to be things that I worked on last year and things that I really want to work on this next year. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. This is a channel where we talk about all things healthy, anywhere from workouts to getting rid of the toxins in our lives, to getting rid of the chemicals in our lives, to just really getting back to being in a healthy state of life, no matter what age you are. I'm super excited to share with you what I accomplished last year, what I am happy that I accomplished last year, and what I'd like to accomplish this year with my daily healthy living. I'm super excited to share that with you, so stay tuned and let's talk about some things. Okay, you guys, so y'all know that I've been exercising on a regular basis for years. That is nothing unusual for me. It has literally just been integrated into my daily routine. Sorry, I have a huge glare here. It has been integrated into my daily routine for so long that I don't even think about it. It's just something that I do. But the workouts that I'm currently doing right now are I'm doing wall Pilates. I've done a lot of various different things. I've done a couple different programs over the years. I used to do Beachbody. I'm no longer doing Beachbody. Right now, I'm mainly doing online YouTube and doing Pilates because I really do enjoy it. It integrates. You can use bands with it. You can jump rope, you can use weights, you can use a wall. There's so many different ways to implement Pilates, and I always really do enjoy Pilates. I'm not a yoga gal. I'm not going to go into why, but I'm just not a big yoga gal, and I really have always preferred Pilates. So that is my go-to between those two. It's just something I really do enjoy, and while Pilates, it sounds easy, but it's not. It definitely works your muscles, and it's super good. I started walking this year, doing a 30-minute walk each day when it was nice out. We are currently in the middle of snowstorms now, so it's a little bit more difficult to walk outside, but I do know that once we start getting nicer weather again, I do bundle up when it's not snowing, and I do try to get out and do a 30-minute walk. So even if I do a workout in the morning, I definitely still try to take a break during the day and try and get a half-hour walk in when I can. So that's just been a routine for me. The walking is an addition for me, but working out isn't. I typically have always worked out 5 to 6 days a week. I've been doing it for years, and it's just what I've done. Like since my kids were little, like it's been years, like 15, 20 years, actually more than that, because I started doing it when my daughter was born, and she is 31 now. So it's been a very long time, off and on, been consistent with working out. Okay. Let's dive into some of the things that I accomplished this year that I wanted to accomplish, that I'm excited that I was able to to do. One is make bread for the first time ever. I've never made bread on my own instead of buying it from the store. The nice thing about making bread is very similar to a lot of the other things we've talked about. When you can make and grow your own stuff is, oh, that's another thing I want to work on this year. Making your own stuff is you know the ingredients that are going into your product. When you make your own bread, you know the basic, simple ingredients that go into making your own bread. You don't have to worry about whether it's got soybean oils in it, high fructose corn syrup, and other additives and preservatives and who knows what else, colorings and stuff that is added into breads. And the cost of bread, oh my goodness, is so expensive. So I made my first loaf of bread. What I want to attempt, I've already made a sourdough starter. Started it last weekend. I want to try to attempt this week to make my own sourdough bread. I'm not going to record it yet because I do want to get a few loaves under my belt before I actually show you how I make it, so that it actually, when I make it, it turns out you can see it like actually really work. So I want to make my first sourdough bread. I think my husband and I would prefer that. I'm not a big gluten person, but my husband likes bread with his sandwiches. He does enjoy sandwiches, so I do want to make sure he has bread available to him. And he enjoyed the bread that I was making, but I also want to have sourdough as an option for him too, because he does love sourdough bread as well. Okay, the other thing that I did this year that I'm glad that I did, and I've kind of tweaked it a little bit, is I've switched from shampoos. I'm no longer buying the shampoos in the grocery stores. I used to buy stuff on Amazon. In fact, there's a lot of stuff I no longer buy on Amazon now, and I'm buying it different places. I used to buy just the regular shampoos. And there's so much chemicals in it. There's so many there's just a lot of bad stuff in shampoos. When I first went off my shampoos, I switched to just doing baking soda and water, and it does work. The problem is that because we get really dry temps out here, my skin was a little bit itchy and my scalp was never itchy. So I did switch to an all organic oils shampoo from a different herb company. And I've been trying that, and my skin has not been nearly as itchy. Now, my conditioner has been just apple cider vinegar and water. That's it. And it's working out really well for me. I may test out doing like an essential oils conditioner, like with my shampoo. I may try that down the road. But for now, just for fun and curiosity, from the same company I bought the shampoo from, because I am enjoying it. So I did switch from chemical shampoo to just organic natural oil shampoos, shampoo, and then using water with vinegar and water for my conditioner. And it's been working out really great. And then after I wash my hair, I do put jojoba oil in my hair. I have a little bit of a natural curl in my hair, and when it air dries, I always air dry my hair. I've been doing that for years now. I do get a little bit of a kink in my hair. It gets a little bit frizzy, especially when it's dry like it is now. So after I wash my hair and I've combed it out, I do put at the ends a little bit of jojoba oil in it, and that's been working out really great. I don't put it on my scalp quite too much because it can get a little bit oily. The other thing that I changed this last year was I don't wash my hair every day anymore. I've gotten to the point where I wash my hair either once or twice a week, depending on the season, because sometimes if I go too many days, it can feel a little bit oily, especially in the summertime when you're sweating a little bit more. But like right now, I'm doing it twice a week now because I was kind of transitioning. But if I wanted to, I'm finding that the top day is like day 5. Day 6 and day 7 is starting to feel a little bit more oily, but I can go a week without washing my hair. And it's been so nice. It saves you so much money in shampoo. And if you don't want to shower your hair every day, honestly, it is really bad for your hair to shower it every day. It's really not healthy for your hair. And it's also not healthy to wash your hair in really hot water. So I do use kind of warm, cooler water to wash my hair. So that was another change that I made, was switching things out. Another change that I made is I'm no longer using chemical deodorant. Now, at first, I was kind of freaked out by this because people can sweat and it can be stinky. And when I watched the video about it with the couple that I've been watching, she did say that your body may have to transition. And honestly, a lot of the stinky that people get when they don't use deodorant is because they're eating processed foods. And that processed food is going to penetrate the stinky, bad ingredients throughout your system, and it comes out your pores, which makes people stink a lot when they're eating really healthy. It doesn't matter what your weight is, if you're overweight or just regular weight. If you're eating processed foods, eating out a lot, eating packaged foods, fillers, preservatives, additives, all that stuff, if you're eating a lot of that stuff, all that stuff is going to go into your body. It's going to come out through your pores. So if you're sweating, it's going to stink because that's what's coming out of your body, is all that stuff. If you're eating a very base, healthy vegetables, fruits, meats, no processed stuff, and you're eating that way on a regular basis, like like we do eat some packaged things. We eat treats once in a while because I don't always have time to make treats, but we have really cut back on what we've been doing. We mainly eat fruits and vegetables and meats. We eat a lot of eggs. So even though I'm not using deodorant, at night, I have a slight stink in my pit late at night. But even during the day, like if you feel a little something, you could take a little bit of water and baking soda, tap it on your pit with a little bit of a natural, like a lavender oil, takes it right away. Doesn't even smell it. So I quit using deodorant months ago, and I haven't missed it. So that was another change I made. Again, saving more money and less chemical going into my pit, my armpit, that is not healthy for me. I also switched out our hand soaps in our kitchen and in our bathroom. Instead of using the soaps from the store that are in the bottles, they have all the chemicals in it, we are now using organic natural oil bar soap, and I love it. Absolutely love it. It's been great. We started a garden this year, and our garden actually did pretty good this year. We're expanding out next year. We are going to expand out, but we're not going to do some of the things we were planning on doing because we have goals in a couple of years and we don't know how long we're going to be where we are now. And we're not going to put raised beds in and stuff in case we do make a transition. We don't want to invest in all that and then not be able to use it down the road. So we are going to expand our garden out. I'm not just going to expand my garden out, but next spring, I'm also going to put an air, sorry, my throat is getting dry. An a line dry for clothes. I'm going to put that up in my backyard so I can actually air dry my clothes outside, and have an enjoyable time doing that on top of expanding our garden out. Our main things we're going to grow next year, obviously tomatoes, green peppers did really well. We're going to grow some zucchini, sorry, excuse me, potatoes, yams. I love yams. My husband and I both love yams and potatoes. And then what else did we grow? Squash. We're going to grow squash. That did really well. Probably won't do corn again this year. We were growing strawberries. Our basic necessities of what we currently eat. I would like to try to grow some carrots, things like that. We're going to expand out next year, and a lot more herbs. We're going to be doing a lot more herbs. I made my own laundry soap this year. I've made laundry soap before, but it's been years since I've done it. About 3 or 4 years since I've done it. Love making my own laundry soap. Oh my gosh, it's so much cheaper. And the supplies you buy will last you easily 2 or 3 makings of making your own laundry soap. For just the two of us, it's probably going to last us at least 6 or 8 months, possibly a year. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes I do wash clothes for my reselling business. It was just us, literally. We do maybe 2 or 3 loads a week. That's it. So it will last us easily a year, maybe a little bit over that. I love making laundry soap. And again, the ingredients that I bought, I don't even have to rebuy them because the ingredients you buy to make it to start with, you can make 2 or 3, you can make easily 3 loads, 3 batches of that. So I don't even have to buy the supplies next time. I already have it. So what I have will last me easily 2 or 3 years and cost-wise. And it cost me maybe $15 to buy the supplies. So talk about super inexpensive, good for your machine, good for your skin, good for your clothes. I made my own lotion for the first time this year. Super easy. I don't think I've done a video on it yet. Or maybe I did. I think I did a video on that. And there are different ways you can make lotion. I use beef tallow to make my lotion, but there are other different ways you can do it too. I might test out some different options, but right now I still have a lot of beef tallow left. So in that lotion, especially right now in the winter, our skin gets really dry. And that's really been helping my husband's skin not be itchy, which has been so great. I also use that lotion on my arms and my legs in the morning. When I wasn't using it, I actually went a few weeks without making it. I just didn't take time to make it when I ran out. My legs were so itchy when I started using it again when I made it. I'm not itchy anymore on my legs. It just takes the itch right away. It's amazing. Another thing that I did this year was I switched out my makeup. I used to buy makeup online from different places. Now I've been doing research on places, private companies, private families who make organic makeup. It's organic, natural product. I've also simplified my makeup. I honestly haven't worn a lot of makeup, honestly. I mainly wear like eyeliner, mascara, and eyeshadow. That was it. And then I have like a top coat that I do because I don't do a foundation or anything, but just like a top coat that I do. It's like a little shiny coat that I put on sometimes. But even now, I do like mascara on the top. Sometimes eyeshadow. Every once in a while, eyeliner. And then I would like to get, though, a moisturizer for my face. I do put a jojoba oil on my face in the morning. But it would be nice to also have like a nice moisturizer. I'm still looking for a good moisturizer because I don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it. But I have switched up my makeup and I'm going for definitely the more natural, the way God made me look, and just keeping it simple. My husband told me the other day, because we were talking about makeup, he's like, you don't have to spend money on that stuff for me. He says, you are the way you are, and I love you the way you are. And I have actually found that even with my daughters, their husbands, my oldest daughter never wears makeup. My middle daughter, her husband was always saying, you don't have to wear makeup. You're beautiful just the way you are. And I think as women, we need to be settled and comfortable with the fact that God made us beautiful just the way we are. He really did. We don't need makeup. I know for me, when I wear makeup, sometimes I like to look just a little bit nicer than my natural state. So I do wear a little bit of mascara. But sometimes even on the weekends, I don't just wear anything. It's just me and my husband, and I just don't care. He doesn't care. But yeah, just being natural and being who we are. So if you do wear makeup, though, I really encourage you to look into some natural companies. If you want, I can tell you what companies I go through. It does cost a little bit more. It's actually pretty competitive, some of the companies out there. My mascara is I think like $20. The eyeliner, honestly, I wasn't really that pleased with the eyeliner that I bought last time, because it's one of those we have to sharpen it. And as I was sharpening it, it kept going down and eating up the actual lead that you're supposed to put on your eye. So I haven't been using it. The mascara, I do like it. It comes off really easily at night. And the eyeshadow is just a really nice powder. Again, natural. And I think the powders were like $16 or $20 or something per little palette. And, obviously it will last you a while. So a tiny investment. I don't spend a lot of money on all the skincare. I don't do that anymore. The only skincare, I do. I wash my face with my bar soap in the shower. I wash my face. And then I use vinegar, apple cider vinegar and water for my toner. And then you can also do egg white for like what do they call it? A mask. You could do the egg white, put it on your face. I know it sounds weird, but it works. You put it on your face and it just singes to your face like those masks do, but this is all natural. 15 minutes later, you wipe it off. And then again, I use jojoba oil for my moisturizer until I can find another moisturizer as well. So that's kind of what I've been doing with the makeup. I switched out cleaning products. I'm not quite 100% there, but obviously laundry soap. The dishwasher I haven't figured out yet. I may test it with like just Castile soap and see if it do one wash and see if that works okay. But all my other cleaning stuff, Castile soap with water, you dilute it and it can last a good long time. You can do your counters, you can do your bathrooms, your kitchens, or even just apple cider vinegar works really well too. So you don't have to buy these Cloroxes and all this terrible chemical stuff that is so bad for the air, so bad for your system, your skin, where you're putting your food. Sorry, my throat's really getting dry. So you don't have to use the chemicals, guys. There are natural ways to do that. Okay, my sourdough starter, I already talked about that. This year, what I want to accomplish is the Better Garden. We already talked about that. I want to make my own mayonnaise. Making your own mayonnaise is so easy. I just need an immersion blender, and I haven't bought one yet. I just need to buy one, but I do want to make my own mayonnaise. Super easy to do that. I've got the supplies. I want to start making my own toothpaste. And you do make separate ones for you and your spouse because they're in little containers. And obviously, when you dip your toothbrush into it, you don't want to be dipping both toothbrushes in it. So you make two separate containers for you and your spouse. If you want to make it for your kids too, just make separate ones for them. I've got all the supplies. I just needed to make the time to make it. And the previous toothpaste that we had a couple still backed up, so we're finishing that off. And then I will be making my own toothpaste. I will do a video on that. Making my own sourdough bread. I already talked about that. This year, I'd like to be able to try and ferment some of my veggies. I don't plan to be able to go full force with fermenting this year, but I would definitely like to be able to ferment. I'd like to be able to ferment some cabbage and maybe a couple other things. I'm going to be getting a fermenting book to try and get an idea of what kind of things I want to ferment this year. I've also started making my own kombucha. Kombucha. It's super easy to make your own kombucha, guys, instead of buying it from the store, and it's so much better for you. I have made that too. I want to continue to improve the meals that Dan and I make. We already eat really healthy, but we're trying to get to the point where when we grow our garden this year, we want to be more self-sustaining. We don't want to have to be buying our own fruits and vegetables from the store, especially our local store. They don't always have a lot of variety because we are in a small town. And even if they do have the option of getting it, it's either gone bad because it's been sitting there too long, because a lot of people aren't buying it, or they just don't even have it in stock, or the price is just really high. So what I mean by improved meals is, one, I want to be able to start planning more, prepping better. I was watching one gal this last week. They have 3 kids, and on Monday, she cuts all of her vegetables for the week. She cuts it up in baggies, puts it in the refrigerator, so when she's cooking her meat and her dinner for that night, her vegetables are already all cut up. She just pulls the bag out, puts it in the dinner, and cooks it. Now, obviously, that does cut a little bit of time down for her with her kids. For me, that wouldn't cut too much time down for me, but sometimes I am busy in the afternoon when it's dinner time, especially if I'm still working business in the evening or doing shows or something like that, or working YouTube. It would be nice to just be able to pull the bag out for that day and just throw it in, and I have to take the time to cut it. It's just already prepped and ready. And prep time to do stuff like that would not take very long. She does it on Mondays for herself. I can do it on Sundays, but because Sundays for us is definitely a rest day, but that would not take me long to do something like that, and it is relaxing prep time. So I may do that on Sundays. But again, improved meals is just meaning wanting to continue to make more of our own stuff, eat more of our own product instead of having to go to the store and supplying that way. Okay, I included glasses. This is kind of a side thing, but one couple that I've been watching on YouTube, they do talk about, actually it's been a couple people, how wearing glasses, if you challenge your eye, there's a part of your eye, it's connected to your brain. I think I mentioned this before in another video, how stimulating the part of your brain that encourages better vision. If you're constantly wearing glasses within your prescription and not challenging your eyes, people have actually been showing that they can improve their vision by not always wearing their glasses. I'm trying to get, I haven't been wearing my contacts for quite some time. My issue with my glasses is they're not bifocal. And for me, I have to wear glasses to see far away. But if I'm wearing glasses up front, like with with a book or my laptop or my phone, my glasses don't work that way because I'm not bifocal. So I have to take my glasses on and off all the time when I'm doing stuff. So I've actually been going a lot during the day without wearing my glasses if I don't have to have them, just to challenge that muscle again and to kickstart my vision better. So I'm hoping that might help improve my vision down the road. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm working on. I would love to know in the comments below if there are things that you're working on as far as getting chemicals, being healthier, exercising, being more natural with your daily healthy living. Please feel free to comment down below what you might be working on. I'm super excited to share more videos with you. I am going to try and definitely be posting more videos. It's just been crazy the last few months with the holidays, my other business. Sorry, I apologize. My throat's really dry. So I hope this was a blessing to you to share with you some things that I worked on last year that I was really excited about. And again, do feel free to share any that you have down in the comments and tell me what you would like to work on this next year as far as getting rid of the toxins in your house, maybe exercising, being healthier. And being healthier is not just a physical thing, guys. It's a state of mind. Choosing to be happy, choosing to live each day to the fullness that God gave you. Yes, I'm a born-again believer. I am a Christ follower. Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and I believe every day when I wake up in the morning, the day is His, and okay, Lord, what do you want me to do today? How can I be productive? How can I honor you as a wife, mom, a person, a friend, in all areas and all aspects of my life? So I do wake up every day. My goal is to make each day and live each day to the fullest and honor Him in everything that I do. I'm super glad you guys joined me today. Do feel free to comment down below on anything we talked about today. I would love to hear from you and any content you guys would like to see. And guys, I hope you have a really wonderful day. Be healthy, and we'll see you next time.